Hello, nerds! Thank you once again for watching Generally Nerdy. This is your week in Nerdom television edition for the week of Christmas 2017. If you are so inclined to celebrate this holiday, then I hope you had a merry one. If you are a Hanukkah type, then I hope you had a fabulous Hanukkah this year as well. This week we're talking in television, we are talking return of The Office, and The Watchmen is finally going into production, and so much more stuff. But first, intro sequence.
Quiet on the set, rolling.
Hi, I am Bitsy Telek.
Hey, I'm Hale Appleman.
I'm Walter Kane.
I'm Rene Aubergenois. Odo on Deep Space Nine.
Michael Dorn, Lieutenant Commander Worf, Star Trek The Next Generation.
Come and see me and hear me and talk to me and listen to me talk about myself.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, often considered generally nerdy, and you are listening to what is often considered generally nerdy.
On Generally Nerdy.
You're listening to
Generally Nerdy.
Generally Nerdy.
Generally nerdy.
Biggest thing I think is The Watchmen. There's still not 100% announcement for who's going to be what, but we did get an announcement that they're going to begin filming in March. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where I left it with the potential for John Cena to be playing Dr. Manhattan on the TV show. I don't think he can pull it off. However I left it in the last video, I think it was relatively ambiguous, but I'm gonna take a side and I'm gonna say if he's the guy that they cast, then he's got a lot of acting to do. He's got to learn how to be a good actor. He's not a bad actor necessarily, but he's not good either. He's got the physicality for Dr. Manhattan, so I can understand why they cast him as such in that respect anyway. There's a lot more of a head game going on there. And also, we still don't know where this takes place in time. Is this going to have anything to do with what's going on right now in DC continuity? Is it going to have anything to do with the Doomsday Clock story that's happening right now? Or is it just going to be a rehashing of the original series? Is it going to be something that kind of bridges the gap between those two? Is it going to be something all unto itself? Who knows? Or is it going to be have anything to do with the before Watchmen books that Alan Moore doesn't recognize exist? I don't know what to expect, and worst of all, I don't know what I want, because I'm not 100% convinced that we needed this to happen. So if you guys believe otherwise, definitely convince me in the comment section down low. But as it stands right now, I feel like this might be a bad choice for HBO. Moving right along, stars of Stargate have reason to rejoice. There is going to be a Stargate streaming service. It's a website. I don't think it's an actual app, but it is a website called, where did it go? Stargate Command. It's $20 at one-time payment, so that's really interesting. Most streaming services are like a couple bucks a month. This one's going to be a one-time payment of $20, and then you can stream every series of Stargate. You've got SG-1, Atlantis. Where are they? SG-1, Atlantis, Universe are the three series. And all three of the movies. You have the original movie, Arc of Truth, and Continuum. And then they're also filming a new series called Stargate Origin. This series is going to be 10 episodes, and it's going to be based on the character of Catherine Langford, who was in the original movie and also in SG-1. I dig Stargate. I love Star Wars, but we're not talking about that. I really dig Stargate. I really got lost once we got into Atlantis. I watched most of SG-1, and I watched a fair amount of Atlantis, but I didn't see any of the, what was it, Universe, I think? Yeah, Stargate Universe. and I don't think I'm going to pay $20 to stream them, but I know that it's a hardcore fan base, and I know that you guys in that fan base will really think that $20 is a steal. So more power to you. I'm super happy for you guys. I will just keep with the SG1 and the original movie. I didn't see the other two movies either, so but it's a fantastic concept. I really dig the idea. I actually have the book based on the first movie too, so it's really great. I really dig the concept, just not super huge fan, but excited for you guys. Moving on, we are talking about The Office. NBC wants to revive The Office for the 2018-2019 season, so that's really soon. It won't be when we get past into the new year. It will be after the summer that they want to do this, and it's not set. They're just trying to make it happen because Will and Grace is happening and it's doing so well, and they're talking about doing these other reboots for these other shows that did well years ago. I think Roseanne was one that they were talking about rebooting as well. But The Office isn't that old, so I don't think it's part of that nostalgia kick necessarily. I just feel like some of the executives at NBC felt like it got canceled too soon. I don't know. But as far as we know for certain, if it happens, Steve Carell is not invited to return. I don't know that it's as negative as it sounds, but Michael Scott will not be making a return. However, any of the other characters, it sounds like, are fair game if the actors want to come back. It sounds like they will be willing to do that. Again, contracts and things in Hollywood, that's the way things go. But I don't know. Are you an Office fan? If you are British or American, that has to be established to begin with. And if you're a fan of the American series, because the British series very specifically only lasted for 3 seasons on purpose. Like, that was how it was designed. The American series, though, I think they went like 8 seasons. It might have been 10 seasons. And it just kind of started falling off at the end, especially after Steve Carell left. It definitely lost a lot of its appeal. Are you a big fan? Are you excited for the prospect of this happening? If you are, definitely let's talk about that downstairs in those comments. Moving along, though, to our final bit for this week's television news, and it's kind of sort of television news, not directly. Arrow, if you are a fan of the Arrow, then you know that Manu Bennett plays Deathstroke in Arrow in the series. They were talking about trying to bring him back in the next season. However, they were told that they cannot bring the character of Deathstroke back. The producer, where is his name? Mark Guggenheim, the executive producer, told ACE Comic-Con that he was told he can't do Deathstroke because they're working on the movie version of the character right now. So Joe Manganiello is... I mean, we got that little teaser at the end of Justice League, right? So we know that at least he kind of sort of exists in the movie universe, the DCEU, if you will. But with the state of limbo that the DCEU is in right now, it doesn't make sense that they would kind of maybe it's not as much limbo as they're making it sound, but I feel like we're gonna have Batman. We know we're gonna have Batman in 3 different areas. We have Gotham, which is quasi Batman, and then we're gonna have the Batman movie eventually, and then they're also casting Batman for the Titans TV show, which is streaming, so not exactly the same audience size. But still, that's 3 different Batmans that's going to be in existence. Why can't we have 2 different Deathstrokes? I don't understand that. But that's what's happening, and that's what Guggenheim told Comic-Con. So, interesting. I really am kind of excited to see what Manganiello can do as Slade Wilson. I don't think it's kind of the same situation that we're in with John Cena playing Dr. Manhattan. There's there's a lot more character than I think either of those actors can pull off for either of those characters. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm really at a loss for this one. But that is the end of television news this week. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like the video, hit that thumbs down. Let's have a conversation. Let me know why you don't like me. Let me know why you do like me. Whatever. And if you want to find me on social media, hit up the website www.generallynerdy.net. I have all my social media links up there, and also there's some interesting stuff that I write for the blog up there. So keep your eyes peeled up on there. If you want to help support me keep this content flowing, you can hit up the Patreon, patreon.com/generallynerdy. You can get on for $1 a month, and it really helps things along. So you don't even understand how much $1 can do until you start subscribing and you get you get early content. It's not free because you're giving me $1, right? You get early content for $1. There's other tiers too if you want more content. I do a lot more writing than just for the blog, and that stuff goes to the Patreon and only to the Patreon. Also, photography and stuff goes up on that Patreon site as well. So check it out. Thank you for watching. And before you go, let me remind you that always remember, if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.